Have either of you ever dated somebody that was younger than you?
Not like extreme, like a year younger.
A year younger? Pedophile. And have any of you dated somebody that was older?
No, not like an older, not like in the 40s. I'm looking.
But not like, oh, like I'm talking about when I say older,
Like an age gap.
like at least
Like a solid age gap.
Let's like 8. At least 8 or older. No. Ah, okay. Mills, you out here?
You don't want a cougar?
You want a cougar?
Sugar mama? Sugar mama?
You got a sugar mama?
I mean, the oldest I did, when I was, well, I ain't even gonna say the time, but
He said not too much time.
I think I was like 19,
Mm-hmm.
and Shorty was 27.
Okay, that's a gap.
Okay, Jalen.
That's 8 years.
Because you had you with Drea. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that one. What do we think about Miss Drea Bookie, 39? Dating, or I can't even say dating.
Because are they official?
Pregnant, right. Pregnant by 22-year-old little basketball, little, temporary, superstar, up and coming. I like that. That's a little bit better. Being pregnant right now. Do we think it's right? Just how are our initial thoughts about it? Nasty.
I think that's crazy because if you take the 2 from his second 2 and then you add it to Drea's 39, you'll get 40 and 21. That's 20 years.
Oh, I see what you did. So you went big math.
Yeah. And then if you think about Drea has a son.
You a math teacher?
That
right?
is 20. I'm not a teacher. But I'm really good at math. But I'm really good at math because I don't count my money. And I know when Nick is cheating me. Okay?
You don't take big bills, baby.
Right.
I know that's
Small
right.
bills.
20s on.
1s and 5s.
And she's serious about that too.
She is very serious.
Yeah, I literally got dollar bills on me right now.
Because the pizza was brought with big bills, and she did not have a slice. So,
Nowadays. Now you're a Mr. Comedian, Mel. You're funny. You're Money Mills.
Not Money Mills. That goes insane. That goes insane.
But no, she has a son. Her first son is 21. So Jalen and her son could have been classmates. Yeah. And when you think about it like that, that's a little weird.
That is.
Like they literally could have been in middle school together. And while Drea picking up her kid, you could have been like, let me pick Jalen up too.
Yeah.
Nasty. I'm sorry, I don't like it.
To that point, you know what? This whole thing is nasty as gross. But did y'all see the quote? Yeah. He said something around like.
Was it real? Is it real? Is that a real quote?
You saw it?
Yo, Drea being the babysitter.
Drea used to babysit me when I was 12. But now,
that was
it's
real?
all good.
I hope that's not real.
She's my baby mama. Well,
that's not real.
Breaking news. It's real here. And that's nasty. That is nasty to say, or even if it was joke, even if it was it doesn't matter.
Alleged.
Okay, allegedly. But that's nasty because she could have been.
No, that's the thing.
And that's clear, like you were grooming him.
Yeah.
In some capacity.
That's so nasty.
And that's what I think. And that's a level.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Like, what do you...
And I was watching everywhere where they were like, "Oh, would you want another kid?"
Yes, I did.
They asked. That was on Shiver.
That's
they asked her if she wanted another kid, and she was just like, kind of like, "Well, I don't want to. I don't got to be with that person." She was like,
she believes in co-parenting.
She literally was like, "I believe in co-parenting," and I'm like, "So you just want the kid?"
Yeah, you took advantage of this.
If anything, you could have just went downtown. What did Pedro say? Because you had to go. You don't know if your baby dad is going to be an axe murderer or a serial killer. Because what you do know is that you went down. You know, he needed $6 for
a medium-sized pizza.
She could have just
went
to
to ejaculate in
a
cup. Now check that.
You can't have a baby.
Check that.
Meaning in the back. But like, you could have just went down to the donut.
Yeah.
Like, you could have got you a real nice.
Yeah.
You could have chose.
Also, also not to be funny, like Drea she's a baddie, so this is not undeniable. Like you could have definitely had any dude that was older or whatever it is, more around your age,
had money,
more established, still had money. Because a lot of people are saying like money is a factor, but in my head I'm like,
but why
also
would you
Drea, you know what I mean? You've been out here for a little while. You've been in the street. options, baby. You got options.
Yeah.
So to settle on that young man, I think is weird, and I think it's also weird for people to be like, "Oh, dudes do it all the time." Yeah,
Another
it's
weird
still
way to
nasty.
weird.
But it's still
It's
nasty.
all weird.
It's all gross.
Y'all
So
love to. They love to be like the gender. No, it's nasty. No matter what the
Regardless.
gender.
Yeah, it is.
I don't care. You're nasty.
Yeah, I will say it's more clearly we see it more
Mm-hmm.
men, or it's more public. But either way, it's gross. So that brings us to now on the opposite side, Drake, 37. That's Titus Obey, y'all. Check that.
A long time ago.
And
That was before the BBL.
And alleged.
Let's not project this. My bad, Aubrey. I love the grassy.
And Brooklyn Lotto's sister, 21, allegedly dating. They were photo getting some, you know what I mean? Maybe at Nobu.
What if they just good friends?
I think
They're
so.
just good girlfriends.
Not too much.
Body
Not too much shady boots. Drake
Okay.
is unhinged, but
But-
yes.
Speaking of, like, it's so funny because we say Drake, same thing. He's also been ran through. He's dated a lot. Like, he had Serena. He wanted to, well, I don't know about him and Rihanna. I don't know. him and Nicki.
Rihanna.
I don't know if I believe
J-Lo?
Drake and Rihanna ever.
Were a thing?
No, I don't.
I think so.
I think so too.
I don't.
I think she had a little rebound moment.
I think so.
Okay, maybe it was a rebound moment, and
And
she
he
was like,
really
"This isn't
went
gonna
off
be
that,
serious,"
yeah.
and he was like, "But I really love you." And she was
Yeah.
like,
Just kidding.
That's
No,
not this.
yeah.
But I remember Drake's name being floated around with that, because he was texting the girl from Stranger Things when she was a kid,
Yes.
Millie Bobby Brown,
11.
11.
Oh,
Like that was a thing.
man.
She was like, "You're my best friend," and everybody was like, "You're a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
She's a kid."
Yeah. Creepy.
So,
Ugh.
and there was like another model that he was linked to that was like 18
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
19.
It's like it's starting to be a pattern. Red flag.
But they also just might be friends, girlfriends.
But I don't know. Would you not look at that weird?
I would.
Just like being friends as well.
Yeah, would you need a friend that's 17 years older than you or younger than you? What
Yeah.
can you contribute to my life?
Like whether it's
Like
romantic
that's
or
like how
not.
my students like when
Yeah.
they try to find my we're not friends.
Yeah.
I don't care like
Yeah.
how much I know about what's going on in the media.
Yeah.
That I should know because I'm a grown lady.
Yeah.
So I know everything that's going on.
Right.
Like why do you know?
Yeah.
No, because you have a phone that has access to everything.
Yeah.
We're
It's
not
like
friends.
boundaries. Like
Yeah.
I feel like yes, we all work educated. We have kids that
Like y'all not my friends.
we
though.
still text. We still call right. Because if
Ever.
you hit me up talking about something, hey Jade, I'm blocking you.
Immediately.
Don't be weird. You
Immediately.
know what I mean? But I think that, yeah, I don't know. I think this whole dating situation, I think there is a double standard. Transparently, yes, there is.
Yeah.
But either way you look at it, it's nasty. And it's gross.
Do you think it's
And Drake
okay
need to go to
if
jail.
they're older though? Is it the numbers? Is it like if there was like a? I feel like it's different if it's like a 30-year-old and a 50-year-old. Is that different
do think
from
it's
the
different.
20-year-old and
Way
40-year-old?
different.
Yes. Because your brain
Yes.
doesn't develop until
Okay.
25.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're older in that same, what's the math?
Mm-hmm.
What's the math?
Carry the one Titus.
I can't. But whatever that number is,
17?
One
it
is
would be.
16.
I think it would be
It's 17.
slightly okay
Uh-huh.
if it was a 30-year-old.
Can I shake the table?
Uh-huh.
Can I shake the table?
Shake the table.
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
You ain't even got to tell me nothing.
I mean,
I'm glad Luke's
How
not
old
here.
was she?
Nasty.
How old was
she's
she?
42.
How old was she when they started dating?
Listen.
Like 17,
How old was he?
30.
50.
Yo, they do say he's lying about his age.
They do.
That nigga's 62.
That he's old.
Let me go to his birth control. I mean birth control. I'm thinking about me.
Birth certificate, not too much. Oh, no, it's getting so.
You know what I meant?
Did we? You're a little shady tonight. But
I meant let me see his birth certificate.
nah, yeah, I definitely.
Gloria,
think,
let me see it.
Nah, I definitely think that's there's so many stars that I think get away with it too.
Yeah.
Because
So
also
many,
there's
based
a
on who
level
they
of
are.
like loyalty or like you thinking it's okay because like we love Beyonce, right? We love Jay-Z, so
Yeah.
like y'all dated. We called y'all a power couple. Look at Diddy and Carisha. Not too much. But like even that was gross.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought like her, like I was like, yo, what's going on here? That's also weird. Like all these things are weird. And for people pick and choose when they want to say something is weird and something's not. But I think in both those situations, it was gross. 0 out of 10, I don't recommend.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
Are y'all dating older men?
Yeah.
Glad we learned something. I love
I
that.
definitely would.
I would.
Well, we're older now.
Not
So
significantly.
yeah.
Not significantly.
Yeah, I'm not.
So what's the oldest y'all would go?
50.
Wow.
Have you seen 50-year-olds nowadays? They look
Some of
good.
them do be shorter than 35.
Yeah.
They be looking like a 35.
Not like when I say 50, I mean not like a ugly looking 50.
but
you got-
still it's 50 though.
'cause you know
like
what?
on their birth control it's still 50. You know what I'm saying? So you need to
You
you need to
know,
understand.
how old is Pharrell? He like in his 50s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah,
his
he look
50s.
good. If you look like
So you
Pharrell,
want a good-looking 50-year-old?
yes, and you have to have
Ah.
money, you have to have a home, and
So you want a sugar daddy?
yes.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
That's
that.
real.
Yeah. Is it between who you gonna date and who you want a sugar
I'm
daddy?
tired, I'm tired of working, y'all.
Because work is ghetto. Titus, how old you going?
So I watched this video where it's like this dating coach. He said that for women specifically, it should be 5 years younger, no more than 5 years younger.
Okay.
Okay.
No more than 10 years older.
Okay.
Do you remember his rationale as to why?
I cannot. I
Do you
just
know
remember
who it
the
was?
numbers.
Thank you for that. And
You
you
know
sticking by that.
the video,
Um,
so we can tell people to look.
his
at it.
name is Anwar.
Okay.
He black.
All right, so we sticking by that math.
I don't know if I would personally. I think the younger thing for me is like it's not.
Because
It's not
5 years
a
younger.
feeling.
I don't think I can do younger. If like I were to do younger, I would
Seven.
say max 2.
Okay.
And that's pushing it for me.
Huh. Okay.
And then older, I would say my max would be 5.
Okay. So you're in the ballpark, not necessarily 5
Yeah.
and 10. You giving like 2 and 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mills?
That's fair. Would you date an older woman right now?
Older.
Yeah. Or like how much older would you go, I should say.
I say 40, and
Okay.
younger probably like 24.
24. It's
It's
just
so interesting for guys.
Yeah.
I know, because it's also like,
Because
and I
girls
used to
do
talk to
mature
like
faster.
my
Do
good friend
they?
about this, because he used to date like young girls, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Because I also think there's a level of like, if you're if you're an established person, which is also where I get a little weird about younger sometimes, what or how do you feel like that person is contributing to your life? Granted, it's not really monetary, right? So like, is it an intellectual thing? Like, are they explain to me what's happening here. You get what I mean? Like, explain to me what's happening. If I'm 35 and I'm dating a 25-year-old, it got to be something major that, like, I got to feel like you're, like, ahead of your time, right? Or, like, what is it that you're giving? If I'm dating you because you're just to be 25.
It's an ego thing.
Yeah, and you giving 25, like, you doing 25-year-old shit. Like, I'm just kind of like, where are we going here? And I think, like, for dudes, like, I'm just like, you're dating a younger girl just because she's younger.
Literally.
And, like, I feel like you can manipulate her. Like, I think it's levels.
Then you got to think
it.
about it as Drake, because I was thinking about this too. I'm like, yo, Drake kind of, you know, he's in everybody's realm. Because, like, a 22, a 21-year-old, they talking about Drake. So they know him for, like, you know what I'm saying, for who he is.
relevant to everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all teach, you know, y'all talk to kids, like, they know Drake, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They sing his music and everything. So, like, for him, like, it's like, yo, what do they talk about? They probably talk about him. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He's accessible and relevant to every generation.
It's true.
and, like, relevant. He's not like Jay. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not
But
right.
he's still making music, and he's still out there. He's still on top of his game.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, not shooting him no bill. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio Broski. But
It was fun to time.
But I think because of that, he has like Peter Pan syndrome.
yeah,
Do tell.
So
I've
like
never heard
where
that.
you like you don't want to grow up
yeah.
in a way. So like if you notice like Drake now compared to Drake 3 years ago is a completely different person.
I agree with that.
So I think he's like slowly trying to like make himself appear younger so that he can continue to like reach
Kinda
different
live in
fan
this.
bases and like be able to like run the spectrum.
God, interesting.
But that's like some middle-age crisis thing that he
Yeah,
needs to
like
work
you need to
out.
get therapy.
Like truly,
Perhaps.
Because you're about to be
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't do this. You can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
it's not cute.
Interesting. All right. Well, yeah, I'm not a fan of the younger. That Lily used to be like a weird complex. Like for a while, especially in college, I was at a place where like I didn't want to date anybody that wasn't my age. It was very weird. Like you couldn't even be a year younger than me. You couldn't be a year older than me. Like I was not interested. That's like the first thing I used to ask you. How's you?
Really?
You what? You used to say like, oh no, thanks, thank you.
That's crazy.
And I used to walk away. It was like weird. I was like, it was really weird.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I mean, I broke out of it, but
like
nonetheless.
Your exact age, like the same day.
Yeah, no, but like if I said
Same
I was
year.
18 and you told me you was 18, we good.
Okay.
But if you told me I said I was 18 and you was like, oh yeah, I'm 20. Ooh,
No.
thanks, bye.
Or 19.
Yeah, no. See
Or
ya.
17.
No, pass. Yeah, it was like a really weird phase but I was like dead set on that phase for like a minute.
Did you have any rationale for it?
No, I just didn't like
She's
the idea.
She's in there.
I'm not dating somebody my age. Like it was just more like I think a psychological thing, honestly.
How old is
man.
Chris, if you don't mind me asking?
He's 3 years older than me.
Oh, so you
Yeah, I broke out of it or whatever. You know, everybody got to find him a rich man eventually.
Well,
That's
shout
what they
out
call
Chris.
it. But nah, yeah. So like, I definitely like grew out of it. But I think even like in my like older, like when I started to like have more serious relationships, everybody that I dated seriously, they were older. Actually, I will say that.
And
They
I
were
think
like
that
3 to
makes sense
4
to
years
me
older.
personally. Seriously dating, yeah, you should be older.
You think so?
Should?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't date somebody your age?
Oh, or my age.
Okay.
Okay, but your age
but
or
not
older.
younger. Yeah, no.
I see.
There's no way. I just can't see that for me.
So do we have a cutoff? Like at blank age, you should definitely start to date people your age or older. Male and female. Like what age do you feel like it's like, come on, you can't backpedal and date somebody younger?
I want to say 30.
Oh,
But like, if
okay.
you're 30 and you're dating like a 29-year-old, like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But like if you're 30 and you're dating like a 23-year-old,
Yeah.
like to your point,
I
like
agree. What's
going on?
Yeah.
Like 30 is a like
It's
when I
a
turned 30,
big
like
moment,
I
yeah.
lived by myself the first
Yeah.
time ever. I was like, I can't have roommates at 30.
Yeah.
30 still like relatively young,
And it's
right?
still young. Like you're still young at 30. I feel like 30
I mean,
is
y'all
the
better than me.
mid-20s.
My number was 25, so I can't believe it.
Oh.
Your number's 25?
My number was 25. I think at 25,
Wow, really?
I think that's an age, like, you should not be, like, out here, like, because, like, not to be funny, you're 25, imagine dating somebody 21.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
really
yeah.
think about
Okay,
it.
okay,
Like,
okay.
No,
male,
that's a good one.
female,
Like you just
like,
started to drink.
like, you get what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
crazy.
now you
Yeah.
outside. I've been outside for 4 years.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, I've been, like,
Okay,
hitting the
yeah,
streets,
yeah.
like, go crazy.
Is that for both men and women?
I think so.
Yeah, I have the
Especially,
same
like,
thing
men
for
now,
men.
like,
Yeah.
I have the same for men and women. I don't think there should be a difference. I think we
yeah, I
should
don't
all
think
be-
so.
I believe in equal rights.
Thank you for that.
Equal rights and what?
And Black Power, clearly. So, yeah, I think she has to do with that one both. She has to do with that one both. Okay, yeah. So 25, 30. I think 30 is also reasonable. I don't think 30 is